All right, well today many coffee shops could see an increase in traffic because today's National Cold Brew Day.
That is like my favorite drink. You had the Nitro Cold Brew. That's the #1. And Mr. Cedric Hood, who's at a coffee shop, here's the thing, Cedric, I'm a little worried about this because you're not necessarily a coffee guy, but you do like potential drinks that are at coffee shops. Is that correct? And where are you at?
Correct, yes. I am not a coffee guy, but I love the smell and I love the atmosphere at any coffee shop that I go to. And I'm feeling nostalgic because I have this apron on. I put one on just because I wanted to get the vibe. You know, I used to work at a coffee shop in college. But yes, today is National Cold Brew Day. And what better way to talk about that than come to a local coffee shop? So I'm here at Bakersfield Roasting Company where we're going to talk with a few people that are going to tell us about everything. I'm here with Jason. He's the operations manager. First of all, how are you doing today? Good morning.
I am fantastic, Cedric. Good morning and happy National Cold Brew Day.
Yes, thank you for having us. So let's just dive right into it. For people that might not have heard about Bakersfield Company, tell us a little bit about it.
So Bakersfield Roasting was created with really three friends that had a desire to make a difference in the community, especially in the areas of homelessness and human trafficking. Obviously, we know that there's a big issue with homelessness. We can see it everywhere we go, but human trafficking is also a big issue, even in Bakersfield and Kern County, that doesn't get talked about a whole lot. So really that was our desire, and we thought, hey, maybe we can use coffee to, to kind of meet that need. So that's where we founded this nonprofit, Bakersfield Roasting Company.
Yes, and I love that you guys partner with a lot of things. So you were telling me about this wall over here. Now, let's just dive into this a little bit. Tell us a little about all these different things that we're looking at.
Yeah, so what you're looking at, obviously the tan up there, that's our regular beans. So we have a local roaster that roasts for. She's actually roasting today. And that's where she'll get, our different style of beans. So whether that's a medium, a light roast, a dark roast. And then the white bags you see down here with this, for instance, you see the CBAF label on there. We partner with a different community organization each month that aligns with kind of what our visions are. So that's either homelessness, human trafficking. In this case, we also support our veteran community. And so we'll, for that whole month, partner with that organization. And then 100% of those proceeds will go back to that specific organization. So
we love to hear about that. That's a great thing that you guys do. So let's switch gears and talk about the coffee now. So, okay, I'm not really familiar with cold brew, but I hear about it all the time. So people that might not know what cold brew is, can you explain that?
So cold brew is just a method of making and serving coffee. It's usually, and it's obviously in its cold form, it's called cold brew. What people don't realize is it's not just throwing some beans in a coffee maker and brewing it up. The process actually takes quite a bit of time. It's about an 18-hour process.
18 hours?
Correct, yeah. So it's an 18-hour process. And we actually serve two different, same cold brew, but in two different forms. We have regular cold brew, and then we also take nitrogen and infuse it and create a what's called a Nitro Cold Brew. So it's a nitrogen-infused cold brew. It makes it a lot airier and definitely a little bit different taste. It's interesting.
Okay, I might have to get a little sample. So later on in the show, what's going to happen over there, that big machine that we're looking at?
So that is, we have two roasters. Over there you see our wonderful roaster, Kat. And what she does is that's where she takes the bean in its raw form or its green form, and she puts it in the top of that machine, and she roasts it.
All right, we're going to look at that at 7 o'clock on Fox 58, so make sure you guys switch the channel over there. But I'm going to toss things back to Aaron and Fiona. Now, you guys both love this place very much. What should I get?
The Nitro Cold Brew.
The Nitro it's my favorite drink there, the Nitro.
The Nitro Cold Brew?
If you get actual regular drinks with
I'm
ice
to try
in it,
that.
They have really cute ice cubes. I like their ice cubes.
What are the ice cubes?
Okay. I'll look at that.
All right, Cedric, thanks, man. Hey, I love today's day. Many coffee shops increase the traffic because it's National Cold Brew Day.
And of course, our very own Cedric Hood had to go to a local coffee shop. We have so many great local coffee shops to make their cold brew. And Cedric, what does this shop, what shop are you at? Tell us.
Yes, I'm at Bakersfield Roasting Company, right? Learning a lot about coffee today, including how we're going to roast. These are unroasted beans, and we're going to roast them today and show you guys how that process works. So this is the machine, and I'm over here with Kat. So Kat, tell us a little bit about this machine and what we're going to do right now.
All right, so I'm going to load the beans into the hopper, and from the hopper, we're going to throw it into the drum, and I'm going to monitor the roast through its phases. I have to perfectly control everything, and when we're done, hopefully it's done where I want it. We're going to put it in the cooling tray and let it spin around, not cook cook it any further than we want to.
Okay. Well, you're the expert here. You make it sound super easy. It sounds difficult for me, but let's just go ahead and get started.
All right.
Okay, so she's going to start on this, but while that's happening, I'm over here with Mike. Mike is the sales manager, and you're going to hear him talk a little bit about Bakersfield Roasting Company. So tell a little bit about the company and how it got its start.
Bakersfield Roasting Company was an idea that was started by Mike Ostheimer, Jason Truitt, and myself. It's a nonprofit, and we decided that we would use coffee as a medium to engage and support our community, mostly in the areas of homelessness and human trafficking.
Oh, all right. So actually speaking, what is happening right here? I see these snacks right here on the table. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is Mike. He's the sales manager. What's happening right here?
Cedric, actually what we have here is we have an order that's getting ready to go out to a local elementary school. We've got pastries, coffee, and all the condiments for that.
So not just coffee, you guys do pastries as well?
Yes, we do pastries, and everything is made in-house.
All right. Well, speaking of helping the community and whatnot, so I know these white coffee bags or something. Tell us a little bit about these.
Absolutely. These white coffee bags, the label represents California Veterans Assistance Foundation. Each month we have a local nonprofit that we sponsor. This month happens to be the California Veterans Assistance Foundation, who houses homeless veterans. If you come in and you buy this bag of coffee, the proceeds from this sale go directly to California Veterans Assistance Foundation. And they're a great organization, near and dear to my heart. I am a veteran, and years ago in my time of need, they helped me.
All right, we'd love to hear that, Mike. So let's go ahead and check back over here before we head out. So this is the beans are still roasting over here. They haven't quite got their start yet, but we're going to check back in a little bit. Aaron and Fiona, what do you guys think about this machine? It's pretty big, right?
I love it. I think it's really cool. The fact that you get to see them make that whole roasting process take place, that's how you know it's fresh.
If you take a look right there really close, you see it's in there doing its thing in there.
Yeah, there's really more that goes into it than we thought. Cedric, thank you.
Used to traffic because it's National Cold Brew Day. And if you didn't know that, you do know that now. Bakersfield Roasting is one of those such places over in the southwest areas of town, near the Calvary Chapel on Chirac Court and Ash. That's where we find our own Cedric Hood. Cedric, all right, so now, are you going to try some of this cold brew?
Yes, I'm finally going to try it. I'm excited. So before we get into that, the coffee beans are finally done. Now, we showed you guys that they started the process of roasting. Now they're roasted. So what's happening now, Kat? What are they doing?
So they're in the cooling tray. Obviously, they're cooling down. Once you get it perfect to the point you want it, you don't want to let it roast any further. So we stop that process. And what I'll do is I'll actually sort through the beans and look for any defective ones, pick those out. So this is an artisan roast, and it's of the highest quality.
All right, and can this be used for cold brew?
Absolutely. This is a Costa Rica, and these tend to be a really nice, well-rounded coffee for that sort of thing. So.
All right, well, speaking of cold brew, let's go over here and try it. So my homeboy Jason's over here, right? And he's over here. He's going to prepare the cold brews for me. So I'm walking a little too fast. Jason, do you mind if I come back here?
Come on back.
All right, so, this is, again, I have the apron on. This is where I'm meant to be. How are you? What's your name?
Jason.
Jason. All right, nice to meet you, Jason. So, Jason, let's go ahead and try the Nitro and then the cold brew. So, what's the difference?
Perfect. So you have cold brew is essentially just our cold brew blend without any nitrogen. The Nitro, all you do is just infuse nitrogen bubbles in it with the nitrogen gas, and you'll see kind of what it does differently. It's unique, and it does actually change a little bit of your experience when drinking the cold brew.
All right, let's go ahead and see it. So, Jason, number 2, how long have you worked here?
Just about a month or so,
okay.
maybe.
Are you having fun?
This is a blast.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, you're all good. I stayed back here.
Okay, so which is this one?
This is our regular Nitro, no infusion of nitrogen.
Okay.
Okay.
And then this one. Oh, wow, you can already see the difference.
All that nitrogen in there. And what this is going to do for you is it's going to give you a creamier experience.
Okay.
It's airier, releases a little bit more flavor, and it's definitely a unique experience compared to regular cold brew. Look at all
so I'm going to give this a try. So I'm not a coffee person, but I'm going to be one today. So, okay, Jason, so this is the regular cold brew.
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
We'll start with the regular cold brew.
Okay, so here it is. Cheers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is Nitro. So this is very foamy.
It is very foamy. Again, it's that injection of nitrogen, that fusion of nitrogen into the cold brew that makes it a unique experience.
I like this one more.
For sure. A lot of people do because it adds a unique flair to regular cold brew.
Okay, so you guys at home, what are you guys choosing? Nitro cold brew or regular cold brew? I'm going to go with Nitro, but follow me on Instagram, CedricTV, and send me a picture of all your coffee you're getting today. Hopefully you guys are stopping here at Bakersfield Roasting Company. Aaron and Fiona, what do you guys think?
Well, look, Cedric, if I had to pick a place that's my favorite Nitro cold brew, it is that spot at Bakersfield Roasting. That's the one right there. And you're drinking it.
Aaron's favorite.
That's the one. Love that. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, today, love this as well. We're going to hit temperature high 77 degrees. Seasonal conditions, but National Cold Brew Day.
That's right. And our very own Cedric Hood is out at one local coffee shop making the cold brew. Cedric, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Aaron and Fiona. I'm here at Bakersfield Roasting Company. We're having fun, but what I want to dive into are these white bags of coffee beans right now. Now, if you guys have been with us, then you know that these actually support the community. So let's talk about it. I'm here with Jason. He's the operations manager. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Cedric. Good
So
morning.
talk about these. I'll hold one, you hold one.
Yeah, for sure. So each month we partner with a new community partner, and that community partner that we're looking for really aligns with our vision of helping either the homeless, human trafficking pandemic and issue in our area, or our veteran community and special needs education. So each month we partner with a new nonprofit, and 100% of these proceeds go to support that nonprofit. So right back to the community.
And you don't hear about 100 proceeds. You always hear 50%, but 100% proceeds.
100% of this goes to them. Our tagline is "We help people," and this is partly how we do that.
All right, and you know, we've been going live this whole day, but let's tell people about social media and where they can find you and where you guys are located.
Yeah, so we're located at 6501 Sherrock Court. That's in Southwest Bakersfield. We're about one block south of White Lane and Ash. So we'd love to have people come in and try us out. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Google, Yelp, under CC Bakersfield. So
Okay, I love it. So we're going to actually walk over here with Kat. Now, Kat has been roasting. Now, she's the roasting technician. So this huge machine that does a lot. And right now, tell us about the beans that are in here going.
So these are our decaf beans. They're Guatemalan, and basically what I'm doing is I'm watching the color, I'm watching the time to make sure that they're just right when they come out.
So you're literally the roast master.
Well, I wouldn't say master, but I'm definitely a roast something.
Okay, so how soon can these drop?
Let's see. Well, I've got probably another 2 minutes.
Another 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, well, while that happens, we'll check on this later, but we're going to head back over here with Jason. So, Jason, it's National Cold Brew Day. So what's the difference between cold brew and then nitro cold brew?
So cold brews, you can see any of our beans up here. You can use any of these for a cold brew. Cold brew is more about the process. It's an 18-hour process that we go through to create our cold brew. So we use our Central Valley Sunrise blend for that. It's about 5 different region beans, 5 different countries. And then, so we have 2 kinds of cold brew. We have regular cold brew and we have nitro cold brew. And all that is it's our cold brew but infused with nitrogen. So it makes it really airy and really creamy.
All right, and also I wanted to know, what's in this room right here next door? The barn doors are here. What's in here?
Yeah, so during the day we have a lot of students come in. It's open for people to sit down, enjoy coffee, study, do work. We have people working remotely from here. And also it's available for business meetings, for people to rent.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, again, this is a non-profit local coffee shops, and you see they do so much to get back to the community. Now, Aaron and Fiona, I was trying to get to the point to where you guys can see these beans drop, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you go to my Instagram, CedricTV, and watch my story, I put it on there so you can see the cool little routine of how they drop in. They go from the green coffee beans to these fully roasted, and they smell so nice. They smell pretty good, but yeah, I'm going to toss things back to you guys.
I love it, and I love that you tried the Nitro Cold Brew. That's my favorite there.
It's like the strongest stuff there. Yeah, such a process. Cedric,
I'll
thanks
try
for
it again
showing
one
us.
more time before the show ends.
Oh, good. Don't forget about your favorite people here, Cedric. Don't forget about us.
Coming up next.
Today over at the Calvary Chapel on Sherrock Court, Nashville, the latest coffee shop to open in town. All right, so Cedric, tell us about this Nitro Cold Brew.
Yeah, nitro cold brew, and then there's cold brew. So one has nitrogen in it and one doesn't. But I'm going to try those in a little bit. But first, we're over here. This is the roasting machine, right? So as I was showing you guys, now these are what the coffee beans look like before they are roasted. They're nice and green, looks like a vegetable or fruit. And then they end up like this. So Kat's going to tell us. So Kat, what's happening right now to the machine?
So There's a drum in there. It spins the beans so that they're heated by both convection and conduction heat.
Okay. Are they ready? Can I open it? Not yet. When?
Right. Go ahead.
So I can just open this, right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go, guys. Whoa, look at that. Let's listen to that. I am a true barista here, roasting some coffee beans. And that's all of them, I think. Now, it smells very good. I can smell that coffee taste. You know, the beans are so good. So what are they going to do here? What's this happening?
So this is the cooling tray. Once you get it to perfection, you don't want it to go any further.
Okay.
So I don't want to take it from a medium roast to a dark roast, so we cool it down in the tray.
Absolutely. And can these beans be used for the good old Nitro Cold Brew?
Oh yeah, this is one of the components that we use in our blend here in the shop.
All right, well, speaking of cold brew, we're going to walk over here, and I'm going to try it. Let's walk past the line. And my buddy Jason over here is with us. So over here with Jason. Mike, say hi. That's Mike over there. Mike was with us early this morning, but he had to go on a little errand. You're welcome. All right. Hi, Jason. Okay, so both of these are, let me guess. I'm going to guess. Nitro and cold brew.
Outstanding. You got it.
Okay, so we only have a minute left, so tell us about the difference.
So, Nitro is a 5-bean blend that we use. This is just regular cold brew, rather, not Nitro. The Nitro, we take that cold brew and we infuse it with nitrogen. It makes it really creamy and airy, and hopefully you'll try some and you can see what I'm talking about.
All right, let's do it. I'm down. So go ahead and pour these up for me. We're going to start. Actually, I'll pour one, and hold this for me. Okay, so this is the cold brew. Okay, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, and then I'll take my time with this one. Whoa, look at that. Tell me when to stop.
How much coffee do you want?
That's enough.
Okay, stop.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to try this cold brew first. So talk about this one really quick.
Yeah, so that's just we call it our Central Valley Sunrise Cold Brew blend. And that, again, is without nitrogen, so you're just tasting a natural cold brew.
Okay. All right, let's pull Fiona and Aaron up so they can see this. Now, Aaron, this one is your favorite. This is the Nitro Cold Brew.
Yeah, that's my favorite right there, the Nitro Cold Brew. It's just smooth.
Aaron.
I love the smoothness of it.
And you know what? It's smooth. It's smooth and creamy.
Yeah. Now, you're not a
I think I might be a
guy.
coffee guy now.
You're not a coffee guy per se, but do you think you would go after the Nitro Cold Brew from here on out?
Yes. If I had to drink coffee, it's going to be this bad boy right here.
There it is. Now, just be careful when you come back to the station. If you're bouncing around too much because of the caffeine,